Good day, girls and boys. My name is Tepiso. I'm from Sci Enza Science Center, University of Pretoria. Today we will be discussing circuits. Now, what comes to your mind when we talk about circuits? A circuit is a complete pathway that allows electricity to flow. The reason we are able to switch on the light bulbs is because of the circuits. Now, do you think a remote has a circuit? Do you think a cell phone has a circuit? Do you think a calculator has a circuit? Now, what about a laptop? Well, all the electronic devices have circuits. Remember, we said a circuit is a complete pathway for electricity to flow. So all these electronic devices have a circuit because the electricity must flow in order for us to use them. Okay, so we have a simple circuit. That is basically what you're learning at your age right now. So a simple circuit would comprise of, for example, a light bulb. So this is my fancy light bulb. What else do you think you need to have a complete circuit? Do you need a switch? Well, I have a switch with me right here. What else do you think you need? Do you need a power source? I have a power source with me. I have a battery holder together with the batteries. Do you think our circuit is complete? No. We need the wires to connect the circuit. So I have the two wires with me to connect the circuit. So I want to put on my light bulb. So now I would like you to help me put on the light bulb. So where should this wire go? Because we want the light bulb to switch on, it means it must be connected to the power source. So I will snap it on the power source like this. And then I will connect the power source to the light bulb. Okay, so do you think the circuit is complete? No, it is not complete because the light bulb is not on. So how about we connect the light bulb directly to the power source? Now let's see what happens. Voila! So the light bulb is on, which means we have a complete circuit. What if we want to introduce a switch so that we don't connect the light bulb straight to the power source? How do you think we can go about that? Maybe we need an extra wire. Don't you think so? I think we do. Here's my extra wire. So now I'm going to unsnap it here. Then I will connect my extra wire to the switch. And then I will connect the switch to the power source. But it doesn't go on. Why? You see, the advantage of using a switch is that you can put it on and off. So let's see if we put it on. Voila! So the light bulb is on. So this is a complete circuit. At your age, you call it a simple circuit. Okay. So because this is my fancy equipment, I want to show you how you can do it at home with accessible materials. It doesn't change much. The components are still the same. You still need a light bulb, you still need two wires and power source. So in this case, we have a battery holder and batteries. So what you will do now is you will connect the two wires directly to the light bulb. So the screws are actually loose. So what you need to do is you must tug in the wires and make sure they are stable. So you tug in the wires like this. And then you will also tug in the wire on this side. You see, the light bulb is on. So we also have a complete circuit using the materials that are easily accessible to you guys. Okay, so now we can build an even complex circuit. Now I'm going to introduce you a circuit for an alarm. With me here, I have a beautiful circuit board. Now, remember we said we need a light bulb. And what is a light bulb? A light bulb is an electronic device or an appliance. So what would be an electronic device here or an appliance? It would be the speaker. Right. What else did we say we need? We need a power source. And where is the power source? Here is the power source. What else did we say we need? We need a switch. Here is our switch. One last thing that we need is a wire. It may be pretty much obvious because the only thing that is connecting all the components are these blue snaps. These blue snaps represent the wires. This one has a length of 2. It is even written on it. The one at the bottom here has a length of 5. It is even written on it. Now, how do we get to play the alarm? Remember, the switch allows you to put it on and off. Now, would you like us to play the alarm for you? All right, on a count of 3, 2, 1, go. There we go. So we have a complete circuit for an alarm. You might be wondering where I'm getting this fancy equipment from. So this is the equipment that we have at Sci Enza Science Center. We call this the snap circuit. If you plan to visit us at Sci Enza, you will get an electronics workshop whereby these sets will be used in the workshops. The sets are so interesting that you learn about electric circuits, all types of electric circuits, and then you also get to make an alarm, you get to make a radio, you get to make a birthday card, you get to make a lot of things using these snap circuits. Girls and boys, I hope you enjoyed my video. Remember, today we learned about simple circuits. And what is a simple circuit? A simple circuit is a complete pathway for electricity to flow. What components do you need for a complete circuit? You need wires, you need an appliance, you need a switch. At some point, you may not need a switch because you can connect directly to the power source. Thank you very much for watching our video. I am Tsepiso from Sci Enza Science Center, University of Pretoria.